Hello everyone, I'm Kristel and Celemin from the Batangas State University, Alangilan Campus, taking Bachelor of Science in Information Technology from the section 2105.
This video is all about the Chapter 10 tutorial and the Chapter 10 entitled Application Layer. So we are done in Transport Layer in the previous chapter, so we are now in the Application Layer. So applications such as web browsers, online gaming, chatting with email friends enable us to send and receive data with a relative ease. Typically, we can access and use this application without knowing how they work. However, for network professionals, it is important to know how an application is able to format, transfer, transmit, and interpret messages that are sent and received across the network. So, we usually use the social media or the different social media application to uh, send data or information to others, and we can also receive data from others. The application layer, so this is the number 7 in the OSI model. So the application layer is closest to the end user. So it is the said here that it is close, closest to the end user. As shown in the figure, so this is the figure in the layer that provides the interface between the application used to communicate and the underlying network over which messages are transmitted. So, application layer protocols are used to exchange data between programs running on the source and destination host. So, I said that the application is in the top in the OSI model, so that's why it says here that it is the closest to the end user. Presentation and session. The presentation has three primary functions: formatting or presenting data at the source device into a compatible form for the recipient by the destination device, compressing data in a way that can be decompressed by the destination. So they will compress the data for them to easily transfer it. Then they will decompress it once they are in the destination device. Then encrypting data for transmission and decrypting data upon receipt. So uh, in the they encrypting the data in the transmission and then encrypt. So they encrypt it maybe for security, and then they decrypt it decrypt it once it is in well, once it is already in the destination or data upon receipt. The TCP/IP application layer protocol. The TCP/IP application protocol specifies the format and control information necessary for many common internet communication functions. So these are the application layer. So name system, the DNS, or the domain name system or the service. This one translates domain data such as cisco.com into IP address. So here in the domain name system, for example, the cisco.com, it they can translate it into IP address. Then host config, the bootstrap protocol enables this class workstation to discover its own IP address. So this one they discovered their own IP address in the DHCP or the dynamic host configuration. dynamically assign IP addresses to client stations at startup, allows the addresses to be reused when no longer needed. Then in the email, the SMTP or the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol enables client to send email to a, to a mail server. So using the simple or the SMTP, so the client enables to send the email to a mail server and also enable server to send email to other servers. Next one is the POP or the Post Office Protocols. Enables client to retrieve email from a mail server. So this one is for the retrieval. Then the IMAP or the Internet Message Access Protocol enables clients to access email stored on a mail server. So it is for the storage. So uh, the client uh, to access the email stored on a mail server. So maintains email. This one it maintains the email on the server. The FTP or the File Transfer Protocol set up rules that enable user on the one host to access and transfer files from the another host over a network. A reliable, connection-oriented, and acknowledge file delivery protocol. Then the TF, so this one is for the file transfer, the trivial file transfer protocol, a simple connectionless. So compared to FTP, so the FTP is it has a connection. Then this one is doesn't have a connection. It is connectionless file transfer protocol. So let's start with the web. The hypertext transfer protocol or the HTTP. So we usually see it uh, in the link of the web pages. Set of rules for exchanging text, graphics, images, sound, stages, and other multimedia files on the World Wide Web. So these are the hypertext transfer protocols here. So this one, browser uses encryption to ensure secure HTTP communications. So it is where we see the link. So it's used for the encryption. So to become secure, they encrypt it. The client server model. So this one is the server. Then resources are stored on the server. Then a client is a hardware software combination that people use directly. So these are the end devices. So the people use it. Or the server resources are stored in. So just like this one. So in upload, files are uploaded from the client to the server for the. So first is download. Files are downloaded from the server to the client. So from the server, from this one and this one will download. Then the next one is upload. So files are uploaded by the from the client to the server for the storage. So these are the clients. So they will upload it to to a server for storage. The peer-to-peer networks. So in a peer-to-peer exchange, both devices are considered equal in the communication process. So let's read this one. I have files on my hard drive that are being shared for peer 2. I also have a page that I need to print through peer 2. I need to access a file from the hard drive on peer 1. I also need to print a file that can receive from the peer 2 with a print request directly connected. So it says here that even they have the intermediary devices here. So the PC or the peer one is also connected to these printers because the peer one and the peer two have the peer-to-peer connection. So that's why the peer one is also connected to to this printer. Common P2P applications. The With P2P application, each computer in the network running the application can act as a client or a server for the other computers in the network running application. These are the common P2P. Uh, eDonkey, G2, BitTorrent, and the Bitcoin. So where is my song.mp3? I've got it. So then I got so this one. The HTTP and the HTTPS. So this one is the what we see in the link. So let's go first in the get. A client request for data. Client. So it is the client request for a data. Then the post is upload data file from web server such as form data. Then put upload resources or content to the web server such as an image. So the post is the data and the put is for the image. SMTP operation. SMTP message formats require a message header and a message body. While the message body can contain any amount of text, the message header must have a properly formatted recipient email address and a sender address. So send email through recipient at domain.com. Is the recipient email list of recipients? No forward email to another. So, uh, this data, it will ensure if the recipient is in his list. So, in its list. So, if doesn't have in this list, so it will forwarded to another server. POP operation. POP is used by an application to retrieve email from the mail server. So this one is for the retrieval. So I do not have the recipient listed. I have forwarded the email to another server. So this the sender will send the data here. Then I have received that domain.com listed. I will place this email in the recipient mailbox. So then it will send it. So the sender asks if it is has the recipient at domain.com listed. So it doesn't also, that's why it forwards here. Then after, so since that it is listed here, so uh, they it plays the recipient to the recipient's mailbox. So sends here in the recipient. The domain name service in the data network devices are labeled with numeric IP addresses to send and receive data over network. Domain names were created to convert the numeric address into a simple, recognizable name. The name is easy for people to use. So this one. So the name www.cisco.com became it has an IP address, the 192.133.219.25. So the DNS server matches. After that, the DNS query, then query responsible to the client. So the number is returned back to the client for making requests of the server. Then lastly, a domain name is resolved to its numeric network device addressed by the DNS protocol. So it will send in the DNS. The NSLOOKUP command. When configuring a network device, one of the more DNS server addresses are provided that the DNS client can use for the name resolution. So you will just type the NSLOOKUP to the command prompt. So uh, this one will display the DHCP operation as shown in the. So this is the DHCP client and this one is the server. So DHCP discover, offer, request, and then pack. The file transfer protocol. So based on the command sent across control connection, data can be downloaded from server and or uploaded from the client. Control connection. Client opens first connection to the server for control traffic. Then data connection client. So says here that the client, this one, open first the connection to the server for the control traffic. So the client will open first the connection for the servers. Then the data connection client opens the second connection for the data traffic. So the client will open again for the data traffic, then get the data. Server message block. SMB is a client-server request response protocol. Servers can make their resources available to client on the network. A file may be copied from PC to PC with Windows Explorer using the SMB. They can copy from PC to PC because of this network. So this is the summary of the chapter 10 entitled Application Layer. So to summarize this, so the application is responsible for directly accessing the underlying processes that manage and deliver communication to the human network. So it is used for the delivering the communication between the uh, to the network to the human network. It is for the deliver of communication for the human network. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.